going to be, having little puppies sucking on our titties, but no.
No, nary a puppy in sight.
That was a good one, no.
That's pretty fucking cute.
Okay.
All right, I'm back on board.
Okay, no more cute shit.
Yeah, I can't handle any sad animal material right now. Thank you.
So let's talk about that show that was, last night?
Yeah.
Was that last night?
That was last
That was
night.
the Make Music Day Salem at the Infinity Room live stream. It's just on the Infinity Room's video area on their Facebook page now.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. Zach got to introduce Hot Sheets.
Hot Sheets.
That's what he did. He walked up on stage and went, Hot Sheets. And then
he did a barrel roll off the stage.
It was great.
He sprained his ankle.
Mm-hmm. I'm still recovering.
Yeah.
And then they played. It was great. And then I got to introduce
So
City
good.
of Pieces. And then they played, and it was great. And the whole show was great. You should really, really watch that because it's just...
It's good quality. It sounds great. It looks great.
Professionally done. And I know that they're all professionals and that's what they do, but it's so cool to know the people and watch them actually do it all. I know I've said this shit a bunch of times, but it really is cool. And you can see, it looks like you're watching an SNL band bit.
Hell yeah.
I kind of felt like that when I introduced Hot Sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Sheets. And you can...
Is that why you were doing that Will Ferrell impression?
Yeah, you mean Ricky Bobby?
Yeah.
Where I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's from that movie?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Is it during an interview or something like that?
Yeah, it's after he wins like his first race or something.
Okay.
It's a celebratory interview, and he's like, well, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I can't tell if
I'm gonna
watching...
come at you like a spider monkey. I'll quote
Like a spider monkey.
I'll quote, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
See?
Man, it's crazy. I haven't watched that movie
That's not paella right
8-9
there?
years. That's fried rice.
Jesus. That's huge.
How do you think paella is spelled?
P-A... Which one of us? Me first, then her?
Yeah.
Because that would make the most sense.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah. P-A-L-L-E-L-L-A.
Wait, what?
Paella.
That's it?
I think so.
No, there's 4 L's in it.
Hey.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I didn't
Technically, there should be 2
Paella.
little dots over the...
A-E?
Yeah, I think it would be over the E, maybe. Well, I don't know, actually.
Let's
Because maybe
see.
it's the A-E kind of squished together.
For our Spanish...
I don't know.
For our Spanish listeners,
There we go.
write in on where the dots should be.
No, this is how you say it. Paella.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Oh, really?
Now you can correct
Wait.
people.
Yeah, now English pronunciation is paella.
Oof.
I don't like it.
That's not right. What's...
It's really shitting in the face of the lead singer of City of Pieces, Dave Fox. He has a paella stand.
It's so good.
I haven't had it because it's really intimidating because they have a spoon. Sorry, that's going to be a thing. This noise.
Wow.
It's on the table.
Yeah.
They have a spoon that's like a shovel, and they're stirring like a swimming pool, and it's really intimidating.
And
to
everything
see.
in that swimming pool is delicious.
Yeah. What all's in there?
It's got
Vegetables.
rice, olives. You can get it, I think, with or without chicken. Different vegetables, peppers. I don't know. It's good.
That sounds great.
There's like seafood paella.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for being with us here on the Podchaost. I am your host, Chad Johnson, right here. Emma Jonas.
Paella.
Paella. Oh, that stuff looks good over there.
Yeah, dude, this
Yeah.
looks delicious.
It's
All
really
that
good.
paella on that TV over there.
I'm going to talk about so much food because I should eat before.
He looks over there. It's right here.
but
I
it's bigger over
I
here.
think to your eyes. Do you think to your eyes this one is bigger or that one? Like do the thing where you do this. You know what I mean? Also on the ones and zeros, Zach Chappell, everybody.
It would appear they're the same size.
Okay.
Wow.
Same size.
Yeah.
It's just big TV, a little further away.
Yeah.
Perspective.
Yeah, for the people that don't know this and watch it, this TV that we're talking about is going to show
It's a
pretty
63-inch. No, maybe it's a 68-inch or something like that.
No, it's like a 48.
I know. Yeah. Do you think I really
Feet.
thought it
It's
was
a 40? No, it's a 48 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's a big boy.
Metric?
Got it at Costco. Imperial.
Metric.
Great band.
Yeah. Feet. I only know one of their songs, and it's the one that's in Scott Pilgrim.
Is it?
Hello again, friend of a friend.
Yeah. You've probably heard their song "Help I'm Alive." It's the one that goes beating like a hammer, beating like a hammer. It's pretty
No,
catchy.
after since MC
very
Hammer,
catchy.
I vowed to never listen to any other songs with the word hammer. You want to call our guests?
Sure.
Cool. We have guests. It's going to be great. I'm so... Kayla. Oh, is that a real name?
Yeah, you should leave that.
I will.
You should mark that down.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I got notes to take here.
Oh wait, we didn't clap at the beginning. How are you gonna sync it up now?
Oh, there it is. Clap 850.
I'm clapping a bunch.
Oh man! I
Wow,
look
this lighting is so
straight
dramatic.
shiny. I look like.
We just need I could hold a flashlight.
You
at
can
home.
just turn off one of those if you want. She
Oh.
isn't online.
Oh, good. Well.
You want to try and call Kate Brown?
Yeah.
You do it on your screen, and
Okay.
I'll do this, and then hopefully we can
Kate Brown's
patch
phone
them
number.
together. That's pretty dark.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh! I could just call her office.
Okay, I'll text.
Yeah, give her a call. You get your phone out.
Wow!
Speakerphone.
Wait! The governor's office has a 1.7 star review.
Ooh.
That's no good.
It sure isn't. What's
Point Jam has a higher. Oh, the comedy club Infinity Room has a higher review than the governor's office. So what I'm saying is, everywhere that I'm involved with is better reviewed by the people than the governor itself. So I should be the governor.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
I
that's
like
how
how
that
that
math
sounds.
works.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
I'm a
that
man of
checks
the
out.
people.
it's like medieval kind of voting. You know, they used to just like if you kill the king, well, you don't have to kill anybody this way.
Yeah,
You just are better by association
totally.
of good reviews.
Yeah, I bet I pull better.
Pull?
Yeah,
Oh, pull.
like
I thought you meant like pull and puss.
oh, that too.
What? Is that a phrase?
Yeah, I think so.
Now.
Oh.
Also pulling, like just pulling your
Dick.
dick.
Tug
Well,
on
that
it.
I've
like
heard
you're
of.
tugging
Yeah, you
on it.
tug on it.
Like
I've
you're-
definitely
you're
heard of that
milking the
happening.
cow.
Would you do me one favor?
What?
Turn that fan off.
Yeah.
Thanks. Tell Kayla to stop it. Stop being not there.
She's gonna get canceled. I like this review from Kylie Fox. She ruined summer.
Wow.
I wish that you had to.
Exciting.
I wish that you had to say your name and living situation.
Oh, totally. Like your age and everything.
Yeah, like I'm 13 and I live with my parents. Go fuck yourself, Kylie. Kylie. I'm not gonna give any last
My
names.
mom told me to write this.
Your mom told you to write.
No,
Oh.
that's what would be.
Nice.
Yeah. I was.
I could totally see your mom telling you to write the governor or the mayor.
No
or
way. I do that on my own
whatever
accord.
you did. Yeah. You did write a letter.
I do it because the internet says that it's something to do, and I'm like, I should probably do something, and then I fire off an email.
Well, one of the awesome things about that is you fired off an email into the ether of city bureaucracy. And to anybody else, that sounds like such a shot in the dark. There's just no...
Yeah.
To me, it's like there's no reason to email your fucking city. They're not gonna... They're just gonna say, go fuck yourself.
They just get
I'm not-
bored with it.
Well, I
just
figure
spam a folder,
the worst that
right?
happens is they say nothing, and they'll at least see that people are taking the time to,
It's like a- it's
at
like-
least try to make themselves heard.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as being out marching.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
volume and numbers.
doing
or
something.
whatever.
It's something within my power.
But yeah, no,
I
you
got a response. So yeah,
A great response.
Yeah, from Vanessa Nordic,
I
who's
didn't
one
read
of
the whole thing. I skimmed it.
It was basically saying, like, here's what we're trying to figure out. How do we determine the problems with our police force, and we need to take an evidence-based approach and all this stuff that I had, touched on in the email that I sent to her. And she talked about Cahoots, which is an organization.
Bless you.
Thank you. In Eugene, where if there's an emergency situation, they can dispatch someone besides a police officer as appropriate. So, like, if it's a mental health crisis, they can send out someone who is, trained in that
More
area.
specialized, yeah.
Yeah, or if it's, domestic abuse or sexual assault, they can send out someone. who's
clown or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's you don't want to see a cop generally in situations like that. They don't tend to have the right skill set.
Well, and it does kind of
politely.
It does kind of put a negative view on cops because it's like, well, they don't know what the fuck they're doing because, like, in a lot of cases, they might not.
Yeah, well, they require very little training, and a lot of police departments have the option to get things like bias training and mental health crisis training and stuff like that, but they don't necessarily do it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times
therapy.
There's not. Yeah. There's not accountability for.
I mean, I saw the movie Departed, and I mean, the therapy system in a police precinct is not what it should be. I'll tell you that.
Certainly.
Yeah, one bad boy goes in there, he starts fucking the therapist, and the whole thing goes to shit, and she gets shot.
Yeah, and that
no,
happens.
She doesn't get shot, does she? She walks
Spoilers.
away. Yeah, sorry. The Departed. Everybody gets shot except for her.
Let me see if I can do this.
Oh yeah. Oh, you were talking about Departed?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
You're just still looking at big old paella dishes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a funny picture of people eating paella.
Hey, is that George Costanza?
That?
No, the one that looks like George Costanza.
This one?
There you go.
I find this out.
In other news, while we're setting this up, Emma and I have been exploring this Rec Room VR business, and we're going to be doing some videos with... Ooh, I got a burp. Okay, I had to push that one out. It was frothy. Yeah. We're going to be doing some videos with Lars Soderlund, who also has a VR, and we're going to be doing some hangout stuff with him in VR, which I don't know how it's going to go, but it's going to be really goofy and fun.
It's going to be so weird.
It's going to be so weird. But we've been playing this charades game, which is really fun. Just kind of pass the VR helmet back and forth, and you get to play this charades game where there's a bunch of people at podiums, and you're in the center, and you have this gun that draws. Look at Lars. Look at his fucking face. I like him.
What a nice smile.
Can you pull up the other picture of him right there? No, down. Right.
Oh, your hand's right in front of my screen.
Oh, sorry, to the right. No, this one. I can just put it on the screen. There you go. That's my favorite picture of Lars.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice
I remember that day.
What?
That's great.
Hey, into PETA.
Is this a fake Lars Soderlund?
I mean, it's a different Lars Soderlund.
I guess so.
So yeah, it's this. You have this like gun where you like can make 3D things, and then everybody guesses what you're making, and it's like Pictionary charades.
And you just play with people from around the world.
Yeah. Where do you think Lenny's from? I met this guy named Lenny in there.
Yeah,
it's
Lenny's
great.
cool. We've run into him a few times.
He keeps hosting. I think the little trophy next to his name means he's the host of the game.
Oh, cool.
That's what I'm assuming. Because he also kind of.
He's also really good at it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I just have the PlayStation VR. Like, you're doing so much more than. He'll like draw something and then he'll grab it and then draw on top of it. And I guess I just got to get better at the game.
Yeah.
Be like Lenny.
Be like Lenny. Just a nice guy. Just like Lars. What if Lars Soderlund is Lenny?
I think Lenny's Mexican.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that. I just heard.
What if Lars is getting into doing characters?
I heard maybe. I heard a couple words come out, and it sounded a little bit Mexican, like a little bit of East LA accent coming out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
Ooh.
Ah!
Oh,
can you turn it down a
going
little,
to the
please?
wrong one.
Oh yeah, I
I
can
don't
do
know
that.
which one it is. Oof.
It's that top one right there.
Oh boy.
In case.
Hey.
Ah!
Hello.
Oh, dude, it looks like you guys are all hippies.
Yeah.
It looks like you
Hell
live on
yeah.
a commune. Can you flip your camera so you're not? Come on, man. How old are you?
Yeah. Okay.
Was this a discussion?
There we go.
Nice.
Oh, that's great. Now you're full screen.
Looking
love
great.
it.
Yeah.
That works.
Ooh.
Perfect. You got good internet, huh?
Okay.
What's up?
Look at you guys.
I like your map.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's for our plans.
So worldly.
Yeah, we're going global.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the news.
Special
and
guest
stuff.
Tony Meyer and Kayla Marie, everybody.
Yay! Oh, that's
I
loud.
forgot to do that part. I just said hello. But I like this whole hippie business you got going on.
Yeah. We're trying to find our inner zen.
Yeah.
You know, all that good stuff.
Your lights look
Yeah.
like those Himalayan rock salt light things. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
But just hanging around.
Yeah.
Can you taste them? I mean,
Yeah,
I
could
guess
you lick
could,
your lights for me?
You could taste anything.
I ordered all this stuff online during the quarantine.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a problem
Yeah,
with that too. I already bought 3 knives.
Yeah, he keeps buying knives.
Actually, I got my final one today. It's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's your last one.
Yeah,
you're
that's
cutting
for the
yourself
best.
off, huh?
Still got it. Everyone's house is gonna be so cute after this thing.
He's gonna shoot a freaking
Jesus.
knife blade through his laptop screen. Oh, that'd be so fun.
That'd be hilarious.
That's a nice little knife, though. It's a little Kershaw
Are you gonna show the
flippy outie.
Oh yeah, I can put it on.
Yeah. Chaw.
sick, dude?
It's a little
Just a
just.
little nice. Everyday
When
guy.
you're an old, you're one of those people who like picks their teeth with their knife.
No, but I do
Oh.
like my fingernails a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Yeah, for sure.
horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Can't think about
that's
that.
the easy way to do it. Sometimes you can like get an edge at the very tip, and you can just kind of pull.
No.
You can carve your fingernail off, and it just comes
Don't.
off. Whoop! It's
Ah.
nice. It's like a slice in a
Oh, I'm
frosting or something.
No,
I don't
I'm
know.
aggressively fucking up my cuticles most of the time.
Just
Yeah,
pushing
me
them
too.
back.
Yeah,
I'm one
it's
to
like
talk. My shit's garbage over here.
Right.
Uh-oh, what?
That's
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I said these are pedicures.
Quarantine
okay, okay.
pedicures, yeah. How are your fingernails?
oh man, you're talking to a hardcore nail biter right here. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You get a good, rip at one.
Mhm.
Pull it all the way off.
I heard nail
It's so
biters.
good.
I heard nail biters can't get the coronavirus, so like,
Oh,
let's
good.
go, buddy.
Because of our great immune systems.
Mm-hmm. We
Hell
already
yeah.
ate it like 8 months ago.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Probably shat it out by now.
I think there's a lot of people that just experienced it and like don't really go to the doctor that often, and they're like, oh man, I was sick for a week a little bit ago. Anyway, and
Right.
like that happened to Zach, me. I don't know what your deal is.
Me neither.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Where to start?
That's a podcast on its own.
What's not wrong with me? I'm fine.
Okay.
Was that
Yo,
convincing?
Julie,
Yeah.
got it.
Oh yeah,
You know,
dude, that's kind of scary. The
Got
video.
on stage.
Yeah.
I did. Oh, there's actually video of him
Yeah.
falling down.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley.
Man,
Oh.
watching people faint that's scary. Because it's just
Yeah.
like,
Is it?
huh? Yeah.
You can see like the power go off in their brain, like, oh, it's not working. Yeah, like there's a moment where their eyes just kind of
Uh huh.
roll back, and it's like, oh, you're not here anymore.
Yeah, it's weird. Because, like,
All of the stories just go back to tampons for me.
all
I
of...
just keep thinking.
Oh,
I
here's a-
fainted the first time I put a tampon in when
Oh,
I was
no.
like a little teenager. And then recently went to the doctor for that. Thought I was sick. I guess for me it just all goes back to tampons somehow.
Wait, so that happened again?
I used one again, yeah.
Oh, and you fainted again.
No.
Oh, that's
No, but-
good.
She wasn't scared out of using tampons.
Oh, okay, I missed something.
No. No. They're bad for you though. So
Are they?
Heard you're supposed to drink it, put it back in
Oh.
your body.
That's not right.
Is it?
You heard wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Moisturizer.
No, you're supposed to, you can't wear it for like 8 hours or longer, or something like that.
You can't wear your period blood for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, is it because it gets too crusty and then it's hard? You gotta get a chisel.
Ugh. Yes.
I love where I took this conversation. This is great.
Me too.
Oh, I could talk about this all night.
I was thinking that. How long has it been since you've got a haircut, Tony? Has it been a while?
Yeah, since before quarantine for sure.
Nice. I'm gonna see something real quick.
Oh shit.
Whoa, what? Really
Oh
hiding.
snap!
So big.
It's so much.
How big it is. Oh, amazing. maniac.
Big, yeah.
I was not expecting.
You got some volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad's
Really
transformation
does.
is one of the most impressive things out of.
Yeah, I wear a hat all the time now. It's weird. I don't like that.
You're like a wild animal that's been threatened.
Ah!
Yeah.
We were thinking about that, like Doberman Pinschers. I just saw one yesterday, and it had its ears not cut. They were just down, and I was like, oh, why does it make it threatening if it's like this? It's interesting. I don't know.
It's like being alert.
Yeah.
It?
But I mean, at the same time, it's like, so you're showing other animals that, or other people that the dog is alert? Like it's ready to get you? That's the scary thing? I'm wondering what the
like
scary
why people
thing
crop
is, you know?
the ears?
Yeah, like what's the scary thing about animals that have their ears up like that? I know they're alert, but like, what do you think it is that's...
I think it's, I don't know, like the same way that, and I'm only saying this because I very much have Nazis on my mind right now, but like the same way that
I'll
Hugo Boss designed Nazi uniforms to have very clean, like distinct lines. I think not that all people who have dogs with cropped ears are Nazis, but where am I going with this?
I don't know, but I have a fun thing that has to do with this in the weirdest way.
Great, I'm excited for that. I don't know, it's like an authoritarian thing. You know, a lot of dogs with cropped ears are like rescues, which is great, but then some people, namely the people who pay for that kind of shit and abuse dogs like that, are, you know, want to be like authoritarian and want their dog to be like a symbol of power, and it's all, you know, so cropping the ears is about like having clean lines. Like that's why they do it for pageants, I think. I don't know. I also
sometimes I listen to Emma and I'm like, you're a really smart person, and then she gets to a point where she's like, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, dude, but I just listened for like
I mean,
a while.
I kind of know what I'm talking about, but not that much. So I'm saying that mostly to avoid people telling me I'm
she's
wrong.
holding a handful
I'm beating
of
them to it.
salt while she's saying all of it.
Yes.
So just take any of this
Just here.
with what I'm saying. There you
Oops.
go. Yeah, calm down.
I knocked the blessing.
So check this out. The Doberman Pinscher that I saw that had its ears down, right? Yesterday. It was right outside Cap, and it went by, and then it went by again, and I was like, oh, it's the same dog, and then it went by again. Jeff, okay, it's so distracting. So it went by 4 times, and then the last time it not parked, but traffic, you know, the van stopped, and then I realized the lady who was driving is the lady from the video that is all over Salem, Reddit, and Facebook, who's like, the glamour salon lady knew who she was having here.
It was Angela.
I don't know her name. Yeah.
Angela Roman.
It's not Rachel Dolezal.
No.
She's a different problem person.
Yeah, it's a different lady. That's crazy.
My hero.
So she's got a Doberman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and its ears aren't cropped. But yeah, so speaking
That's
of
good.
Nazis, speaking of
well, there you go.
Dobermans. I mean, it was the
Then I was
opposite of what
right
you were. It was
whole
the opposite
time.
of what you were saying. But yeah,
I was right.
But still, crazy
Except
coincidence
His ears aren't
that I
cropped.
brought that up, and then you're like Nazis, Dobermans, and I'm like, well, guess what?
I really am just thinking about Nazis all the time right now.
She's just like, ooh, Nazis, ooh.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening in my life.
That's going to be way more of a clip of me doing that, which is that's great. Diddling myself to Nazis. Zach, what are you diddling yourself to these days?
Well, just found out.
I wish I could show them what this is.
Yeah. Okay, you want to explain to him what it is?
It's Dr. Jeff Parks. He found a Jeff Parks that's an old man. Looks like Jeff could, if he.
Man, okay, we don't need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want
What
to
are you
talk to our
doing?
guests.
I was just looking up.
Oops, sorry.
I was trying to find a funny picture of Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there
are
he
you
is.
just searching Jeff Parks online?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Jeff Parks.
Is it spelled the same?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Google Jeff Parks, and go to pictures.
Jesus College?
Yeah.
That's a good college.
But specializing in nuclear engineering, energy, fluid mechanics, and turbo machinery.
What? Christians don't believe in that stuff, do they?
Yeah, turbos go in a snail
Yeah, okay.
Nautilus
I
kind
mean-
of format, so they're like, oh, it's...
God created.
More complicated than you
Oh,
think.
that's wild. Jesus
How are you guys?
College.
We're good, man. We're good.
Cool.
We're bunny farmers now.
How many bunnies do you have? Oh
think
shit!
10
How many
Whoa.
did
10
you?
now.
How many did you start with on day one?
too.
Two.
That's how that happens, huh?
Wait, how many days has it been?
There's like it's been a couple months, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Do you hear them going at it?
uh,
Are they like
man,
whoop,
they-
whoop, 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 whoop?
Yeah.
Is that what
The
they sound
whole,
like?
thing. What?
Do
You wanna
they
know
sound like
what-
that?
I don't know. I gave him privacy, Chad.
Jeez. You gotta listen to animals fuck.
When the
Curious.
coops or when the huts are rocking, you don't come a knocking. You know.
Okay.
It's a
That's
good
fair.
rule.
It's nice.
No, so we left the male in after pregnancy, like 2 extra days, and then we took him out, and that was enough time for him to repregnate her.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, is the word of the day.
So he didn't even wait for it to like fuse back together.
No,
She
No.
was not having it. She was giving him dirty looks, but he got through somehow.
Yeah.
Charlie Moonlight, yeah. What's his name?
Oh, I was like, is that a
That's a
movie
nice
I should
name.
know about? Okay. You know
Yeah.
that movie where the guy just fucks that lady who just had kids?
What a
Charlie
stud.
Moonlight?
So, what are you guys looking
Charlie
at?
Moonlight.
Are you trying to sell rabbits? Are you becoming actual rabbit farmers?
I don't know. I think it's accidentally happening, but yeah.
Well, step one is rabbit breeder, and then you got to graduate to rabbit farmer.
You're not gonna crop
Right.
their ears, are you?
No, we're not
Their
Nazis.
Oh, they're so
You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, exclusive.
They're not rabbit Nazis?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
No, they're all different colors. Some are white and some are black. Our
Aw.
bunnies. They're all from the same litter, and they're so cute. If you think the thought of little baby bunny rabbits is cute, you should see them in person. It's out of control. They're way too cute.
I would like to.
Yeah.
So do you have
Oh,
them just in the backyard?
Yeah. We have some in the backyard, and then we have some in our laundry room right now. Because they're like really little, and we didn't want them to get cold outside.
Aw.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They're like this big. They're like rats, basically, little rats.
Oh, that's really small.
But they're
Yeah,
Nice.
they're adorable. Yeah.
Do they all have names?
No, you should. Can you guys come up with some names, please?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Dr. Jeff Parks.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Really
All
good
of
one.
them are.
You could even go like a who did it? George Foreman, where you just name them all like a form of one name. Might be
Yeah.
funny.
They could all be George, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to name
But-
one of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Name one of them Bunny with an I.
That's a good one.
I like that.
funny with
Yeah.
an eye.
The sexiest one you
Ooh.
got's got to be Bunny with an I. The sluttiest one, ask him. Get to know him. Figure out which ones. We're gonna hoe it up later.
We'll ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we will get rid of some of them. So if you want a bunny, let us know.
Name one of them guinea pig. So you can just be like, come here, guinea pig, and you'll have somebody over that's like, that's a rabbit. You know that, right? And then it'll be funny. It'll be funny. It'll be great.
I almost impulse bought a guinea pig the
Oh,
other
I
day.
get it.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
that you
don't
said it.
impulse buy living things.
I didn't do
Good.
it,
That's good.
but I thought about it.
Next, you'll be going to Mexico and Tijuana and be like, I'll take that one.
Whoa!
that's-
Come back with a little kid.
Prostitute. Oh,
That's the progression.
I mean, you could buy a prostitute probably, but you can buy children there
or
too.
TJ's the way to go too.
They'll mop your floor. TJ
That's-
Maxx?
No, Tijuana.
Oh yeah, Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Let me just write that down for later.
Tijuana?
Yeah.
Oh,
got
buying children in Tijuana. Not for
Yeah.
like
Do you
bad
think people
stuff.
can see I'm not writing anything?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got to show the camera just in case.
Are your kids cleaning? Make them clean?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I've
Right,
been
man.
doing chores with them actually. This has been quarantine. The kids are home all the time. It's been a good time to get them started on chores.
Yeah.
One of them took out the trash today
Nice.
after asking her like 10 times. So
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Good work. Do you just like?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, it's just trying to get kids to do anything is ridiculous. That's all I was gonna say. Is like,
Yeah,
Just
tell
the
me
whole-
about it.
yeah, you get it, Zach.
Dumb.
Yeah.
I quit.
Do you? I mean, do you just like round them up and you just make them do calisthenics or something. Like, I
No,
just,
chores are
how do you
these
keep
things
'em
where you
from
like
eating
you. You have each kid do a task. It's not chores aren't like jumping jacks, Emma. You know what chores are?
Yeah, I know what chores are.
Okay.
Chores are what
I wasn't sure.
I do them all the
Yes.
time. My house is messy. It's not dirty.
You have to
It's the
bribe.
difference.
Yeah. Well,
Bribe 'em.
I give kids an allowance, and so they get like $2 a day, and so on every Friday they get $10 each for like if they do everything, and their chores are stuff around the house, and then also Monday through Friday they have to journal on a topic that I give them, and they have to read.
Hell yeah. That's a
So-
good idea. I wish I had someone telling
Today-
me to journal.
Yeah.
I wish I had someone
What?
telling me to journal. I never do it.
Yeah. My son today told me that journaling is school, and school is not supposed to be in the summer. And I told him it's not school, that it's being a thinking person and writing down your thoughts. And he says, I don't want to be that person.
Knows what he wants already.
It's his choice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Be right back. Keep talking.
He did it, though. He did it, and he did a really good job.
Sorry.
So I have to give him credit.
You're fine.
Please continue.
Looks like he forgot his chores. What's
Yeah.
going on with that?
Oh, you're telling me. Who knows?
Where are you guys right now?
Secret underground bunker.
Oh, of course.
Oh, whoa.
That's why I have a map there. Makes him
Really
feel.
secretive. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where else would you plan for, world domination?
Well, not domination, but
Yeah, not
Oh.
world
we're
domination.
definitely gonna be dominating some things. Am I right?
That's the plan.
You were dominating
gonna
pretty
tell you
hard
what.
in Overwatch earlier until I walked in. I'm like your bad luck thing,
I still ended
which
up
is really
winning that
fun.
one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I walk in the room and he's like, "Oh, I'm killing it on Overwatch right now," and then I'm like, "Oh yeah," and then he just fucks up.
No, it's because I try and show off and do some flashy, stupid stuff, and it always goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
You guys
Yeah.
play video games right now?
Yeah, man. I've been playing. Her son always tries to convince me to play the Switch, so we've been playing different games on there.
Is that where you just turn
And,
the lights on and off?
Yeah. Couldn't afford the real Switch, so
It's
yeah.
actually.
If you strobe the light fast enough, you end up seeing like cartoon characters.
Cool.
Yeah.
No,
He sprung for 100 watt this time.
no, I've been playing Breath of the Wild a little bit.
Oh,
The
cool.
Zelda game. Yeah, and I'm horrible at it. I'm so bad.
That game sounds really deep compared to what Zelda games used to be.
Oh, it's deep, man.
Yeah, there's like
It's all-
a lot of variables depending on what your like items you're using, and it's so open world and a lot of stuff like that.
Well, like the stuff that you use, like the weapons, they break after you use them, so you have to throw them and get rid of them and find new ones. And
I just
It's
like it to be
asshole.
easier. Just give me
Yeah.
the shit. I found it. I don't want to have to make another one.
exactly, I
That-
found this already. Yeah.
That's what games are for. It's like, oh, wouldn't you like it to be easier and more fun? Yeah. Thanks, video games.
All I know about that game is that there's a hydro melon. And the reason I know that is because now Asher calls any melon we buy a hydro melon.
Nice.
I guess that's what they're called in Breath of the Wild. I don't know.
That's a
Oh,
Zach
yeah.
What?
is. Your hydromelon. What are you looking at now?
Whoops! I don't know how to spell melon.
Oh yeah, he.
Melon.
Nice.
You say hydromelon? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Looks like a watermelon.
Does it explode into water,
I don't know that
or is
much.
it just a? Oh, okay. Is it just like a food source?
I'm not that good.
Yeah, I don't
Zach's
know.
looking up different flavored monster drinks now.
Mm-hmm. Want to see the whole family.
Well, cool.
I like Super Smash Brothers too.
Yeah,
Brother.
that's what I want to get a Switch for. That's like the only thing, but I want to play that game really badly.
Yeah, it's great. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's cool having like her son around because it's like, oh well, I've got to spend time with Asher. We're gonna go game it up. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just doing duty. I'm hanging out with the kids.
Yeah.
But really, I'm just gaming. Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm hanging out with my daughter and it starts raining, I'm like, ah, bummer. Guess there's no other options. Okay.
Darn.
Yeah, let's jam out on some Borderlands or something like that. Borderlands is fun.
Yeah.
Have you played well, you don't have a Switch, right?
Mm-mm.
So I heard that the Animal Crossing game is really fun, but we haven't got it yet.
Yeah, I've never really played an Animal Crossing game, but the only thing I hear about them is if you can just get lost in it.
I lost a few years to Animal Crossing when it first came out on the GameCube.
Yeah,
Okay.
and now that copy of that game, I think, is right there.
The
My
very
daughter's going
same.
to play it.
The memory card. You know what? You should probably erase that memory card.
Embrace the memory card. I want to see how many hours. Oh, I'm going to
Ooh.
spy on
No.
Emma's Animal Crossing file.
Oh, it's got all my weird, like, 14-year-old humor in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
be.
totally.
Oh, dude.
Like in your
Oh, yeah.
Animal Crossing town's gonna have all the weird messages that you left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because when you were in high school, you were all this like weird dark kid who's all into like David Fincher and shit like that, right? Is that the right
David
guy?
Lynch?
David Lyncher. Yeah, sorry, Fincher, Lynch, Dave. Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it
That was
was
called
mostly just
Two
Twin
Peaks.
Peaks. But I was also like, the shitty, annoying, like, not quite anime nerd, but internet nerd. I don't know.
I know.
You do
Yeah,
know.
I know a lot of
Okay.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me for a little while in high school.
Was.
My prime socializing time. Yeah, it was.
Hmm.
I've grown.
Yeah, now you're the crusher on the internet, so that makes sense.
Yes, now
Yeah.
I'm the crusher, as we brought up last week.
Mhm.
But yeah, Animal Crossing, very fun, and it seems like the new iteration is really cool because you can just visit other people's stuff, and it's more of a social game now. So if
I
you're
feel
thinking
like-
about it, you should get it.
I don't play that many video games. We got Mario Party, and I was really disappointed because that's just a board game on the Switch.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's great.
I cried out. But actually, $60.
That's
Oh damn!
hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I got emotional because I was playing Mario Party with my daughter a few nights ago, and I was like, I haven't been able to experience this with her yet. It's Mario Party, hooray! And she's like, I love it, and like it was so great. It's funny that you had the exact opposite reaction.
Yeah. she
I did
hates it.
like watching them play it though, because there was like the challenges where they do the poses and stuff, and they were moving around and they looked really silly, and it was fun to watch. But yeah, I was really disappointed. I was like, "Where's the competition? Where's the action?" I don't know.
Yeah, so
My
like
kids
with
play
the controllers on the Switch, you have to do like movements.
Yeah.
Oh, they have.
You have to dance
Yeah.
to like beats and stuff, and
That's
yeah,
fun.
you have to
Mhm.
pump your fists.
But the Switch is tiny. It's like this big, you know. So I'm like, why do I feel like a giant?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have such a hard time using those controllers.
Yeah.
My monster hands.
It's that small? That's crazy. I've never
I
seen
mean,
one.
it's almost this big.
Wow.
The controls.
Yeah, no,
Small.
that's
It's
about
like a-
right. The size of a weed thingy.
So it's like a teeny tiny screen.
Oh no,
No,
the
no.
Switch
Or the
Switch is
controller.
about this big.
Oh, and then the
The
controller.
controllers are about this big actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, if you were just to do that, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
Switch,
Yeah.
controller.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hey. That's
found it.
Probably how they like a child's hand size. Though.
Yeah, but it is.
Okay.
They are small, and so. But
I
yeah, you see
see.
people like you'll see two people sitting at like a bus stop or something, and they're like, I got it," and they're just. You got to get the extra controllers for it.
I will say it was great when I had a coworker that had one and she'd bring it in and we could play Mario Kart when it was slow.
Yeah, it's really cool for that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It is really cool. I get it.
But it's situational.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm still gonna get one at some point. I think they're all sold out right now.
Yep. Amazon, you can
Yeah.
order one that'll be in like a month or so, and they're like $450 for the baseline.
Jesus.
It's like,
That's
Jeez.
wild.
Whoa.
yeah. There's all sorts of stuff, and it's kind of fun to look at what kinds of stuff people go for when they're stuck at home, because there's a lot of specific electronic things that have just been mentioned on very famous like shows and podcasts and stuff like that, all sold out. Like the thing that Chris has, that ATEC mini amp or whatever it's called, the thing that he pushes buttons on while he's watching the big screen going,
Yeah.
huh.
Yes, the thing.
The ATEC, that thing is like sold out everywhere.
Wow.
Because it got mentioned, it got reviewed by Brian Redband, who's like a guy who works for Kill Tony and stuff like that. And yeah, It's just interesting seeing all the different things. Like switches are out, Elgatos, which is the video capture thing for your computer. Those are all sold out. Certain adapters are all sold out.
Have you guys made any weird... Oh, go ahead.
Wait, what's an Elgato? What are you talking about?
It's so that we can play video games and stream it.
It's about this big,
I see.
and you plug in HDMI, and then it captures it, and then it has HDMI or USB out, which goes into your computer, and it's a no-lag video capture device. So you can do Twitch stuff without having a lag.
That's cool.
But I had to get like a three-prong, the red, white, yellow thing to HDMI converter, and then to the Elgato. So when we play Mario Kart on Twitch and stuff like that, there's so many cords and adapters that are running into different things, and just all it is me and Zach just playing some Mario Kart, but it's fun. What?
That's cool.
It was a while ago, but what?
Have you guys made any weird quarantine purchases or like major decisions? I feel like not people have that. It's pretty sweet. Is it like a tapestry?
Yeah.
I like it.
I feel like we look like peacocks right now or something with it behind us. Like, cool.
What's tapestry?
What else have we bought? I bought a really cool shower curtain. A whale with a cat riding it. It's really great.
Lovely.
It makes me happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now is the time to buy weird things that make you happy. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I looked up tapestry.
Okay, so I'm sorry to interrupt.
Why is that the first
That's
thing that
nice.
pops up?
But so what?
Wow, $72.
I don't know what a tapestry is versus like if it's flat or if it's. I don't know which one it is. What
It's
that
like a
means
cloth
specifically.
wall hanging that's art.
Okay.
It's like a
Usually.
rug for your wall.
Like a lot of mandala patterns like that.
Right. Yeah. So I was just gonna have him look up what that word means specifically, and the top one, search tapestry on anything.
The first two.
right now. The first two are vaginas.
Yeah, just
Oh.
like very
How's your safe search?
anatomical drawings of vaginas.
How's your safe search? No, it's over there to the
But
right.
they're also, I mean, they're
sorry.
quite beautiful.
It's not filtered.
They
it's
are.
not filtered at all. I mean,
Yeah.
this is like a diagram. Honestly, I would put that on my wall. But it'd be
It's
funny if it
nice.
had like a little
looks
alien
like-
mouth coming out of there.
Jean-Jacques tapestry. No.
Looks
hold
like an
your
orchid.
hold your mouse right on the clit.
Computer, Zach.
Come on, Zach, right on the clit. There it is. Jean-Jacques tapestry featuring the drawing vagina 3 by okay.
Wow.
Jean-Jacques
Wow.
Lequet.
There's a lot of
Of
pieces
course
to
it's
that
French.
thing.
Of course
Shaved.
it's a French boy. Oh, 3D.
Where's the butt? 3D. Can we play with the butt a little bit?
Oh, do you think there's a butt on the back? No.
No, that'd be great. Yeah, just search the word tapestry. You get a vagina.
It's like going straight into
Draw.
it.
Fun. It's nice. It's like a flower.
It feels like I'm losing my virginity. Oh, shit.
Did you lose your virginity with your face?
No. Oh, my face was involved. For sure.
Okay.
For a little bit, then I got
Too much vagina over there.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
That's too much.
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what anyone is saying?
Crazy purchases.
Oh,
Oh, in life decision, I feel like your rabbits are a pretty crazy life decision.
I guess that's a pretty big one.
That's good. Charge
What?
man.
Tell
I'm
me.
trying to. Crunch
we got-
man.
We got a crash pad. We got this giant pad that you just jump on from the couch. You can crash on.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So like the kids go crazy on it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
it is fun.
So
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's like huge. It's like 4 bean bags.
Wow.
5 bean bags.
Don't
Damn.
undersell it.
6
It's
bean
huge.
bags. No, you know what? Fuck it. 7 bean bags.
That's a lot of
There's
beanbags.
7 bean bags worth of.
People buy them and they put them
Foam.
underneath like rock walls, for indoor rock
Oh.
climbing.
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
so they around all over. And so we got a trampoline, but it was raining a lot, so we got a crash pad. So now they can just like throw themselves on it all the time.
That's
So
awesome.
it's great.
I love that. What a great idea.
Wait till they're building one in the backyard, and you're like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Well, we're gonna crash pad from the roof."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
wanted to take it on the trampoline. They have plans. Yeah.
That sounds fun and dangerous, but way fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give
So-
them knee
Yeah.
pads. They'll be fine.
No, they're gonna put a kid under it, and they're gonna jump on that, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Ah," it's gonna be so fun. Oh, I want to see it. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, yeah. I keep wiggling
We
stuff.
got some sensory swings and like a yoga swing too. So
Can
the
you explain what
sensory
that is?
It's like a cloth swing. It's kind of like this. I don't know if you can see. Just like a hammock that hangs from the ceiling, like a little.
I guess you got a sex swing.
Well, we got two different swings. We got a yoga swing that's for adults, and then we got a sensory swing for the kids. So.
What's the difference between the sensory swing and the yoga swing?
The yoga swing has like a bunch of different like handles and different parts that you can use and stretch in.
Wow, that's neat.
Oh.
What?
Very good for.
What was the last part?
It's very good for you.
Ah, yes,
Nice.
Good.
Does it help you do yoga?
Honestly, we haven't put it up yet. That's the truth.
It's a good start, though.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
But when you use it, you'll be doing yoga with a swing? Tony's like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. And
And hang upside down. Yeah, it's like when I figured how to put it in the ceiling, I'll show you guys.
okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking up,
Yeah.
well, I mean, he's looking up. Oh, sensory swings. Oh, so you can kind of it closes off.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks actually awesome.
That's pretty
Cool.
cool.
Wow.
Okay, I like that.
That's sweet.
I also like the one that's like it's like almost like a go up a little bit. It's like a trampoline looking kind of thing.
Oh, that's
It's a
cool.
spinner
Yeah.
swing. Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, those are good too. We got one that's like a little more basic, just like the cloth. Yeah.
The most recent dispensary I was in have these big like pallet sized swings in their lobby, and I was like, hey, what's up with your hanging shelves? And they're like, that's a swing, have a seat. I was like, no.
What?
That's
There's
crazy.
glass in this building everywhere. No. But yeah, they're just swings so you can sit on.
It's very cool.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, it's weird because I mean, it's sweet, but they're gonna bump into someone. I guess kids can't go in there, so it's like that was my first thing. Is like, what if a fucking kid gets on this thing? But it's a dispensary, so fucking
Yeah.
So
cheese
distracting.
mouth.
Probably hope.
Yeah.
Hi. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, that's fine. We've
Okay.
had plenty of like kid style breaks in this show.
Yeah, that's one of the few nice things about having guests Skype in. I like seeing people's houses, and I like sort of seeing the interruptions of their
Yeah.
lives that poke in.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
Yeah, you get how they actually live, you know?
Yeah, and as an added bonus, you can only hear 2/3 of what they're saying, so you have the fun of filling it in.
That's the sound overlap because ready for this? Okay,
Uh-oh.
so
Are we getting a diagram here?
yep.
Wow.
And so like here's this. Okay, so say Podchaost, that's us right here, and this is guest. And so say if we have a sound that goes this far and you have a sound that this is way too small for you to see, isn't it? I made it
Too
really
small.
small. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then if you have a sound that goes from there to there, the part that's overlapped is going to be silent for the second person. So can you see this though?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so there's this part that's going to be the beginning of what the person says when the sound is overlapped like that is going to usually be silent just because the internet keeping the picture that good on both sides is doing a lot of catching up. Oops.
So we have to not talk over each other.
Yes, and also just wait a second when they're done and when we're done on the other side as well.
Should have gone over this a while ago.
Nah, I'm just kind of learning it recently. The one with Austin, as I edited it, that was last week. When I was editing that, I figured out, oh, there is a little overlap because he recorded himself just on a recorder and then sent me that audio. But it was different for the other audio, so I'm figuring it out.
That's been your major quarantine project, even though you're Well, you're still working, but
That's true. I've just been trying to get better every time with editing videos and stuff like that, and learning each time. It's cool because I spend at least, I don't want to say at least, but probably around 6 to 8 hours on each one, just editing and trying to figure out how it all goes together. And each time I learn so much, and I'm like, I come out like, oh, awesome! I learned a lot in that one of just like how stuff goes together, programs.
Yeah, I
it's great.
bet.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's cool.
So are we gonna call the governor or what?
No, I gotta wait till tomorrow.
oh,
Leave a message.
No, I need to talk to a person.
He brings it up and he's like, come on. The phone number's right there.
It's the governor's
It's the
office,
phone-
dude. No one's there.
You don't know. What if she's just like came in, she's like, oh shit, I left the keyboard on.
No.
Dang it, I left the keyboard on.
Yeah. And then she's got to go turn off her keyboard. And then she's like, oh, my phone's ringing. Well, this is the one time I'll answer the phone. I'm feeling nice.
oh, I left my phone on too.
Left your phone on. And then she answers her phone and you're like, oh, hi, Kate Brown. And then,
To be honest, I wouldn't even know what to actually say.
can I stay in your mansion? You've been rehearsing this for weeks.
No, but it's mostly just tech typing it out. I gotta.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I have
He's
to-
been sending her letters.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah,
That's real.
I've
Have you-
DM'd Kate Brown twice, trying to get her to
I
let
guess,
me
yeah.
crash at her.
Not letters. But
Trying to
Not
get,
staying.
huh?
Oh, it's just empty, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely. She should definitely let you stay, Zach.
Right? I just want to go. I just want to go inside for a little bit.
Have you
For a
guys?
little bit, like
Yeah, I just want to sleep
What?
in her bed. And, you know,
Yeah.
What else?
put on her socks.
On what?
My feet. I'm not a monster.
Just asking.
Yeah, just regular.
You're gonna
stuff.
stretch out her socks,
That's,
dude.
That's part of the joke.
That's monstrous.
Because then she's gonna be like, "Whoa, are my feet? Are my
Someone-
feet getting smaller?"
Someone's been footing in my sock too. And he's right there, and Zach's just punching down in the corner.
Yeah. Classic dance.
What was your question?
I don't know.
Is Goldilocks a story about breaking and entering
Goldilocks.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, it's a story that has that in it.
and white privilege?
Yeah, you could read it that way.
I
Okay.
think in most of the old like Grimm stories, she was just eaten.
Well, you know,
Right?
yeah. Yeah, well, the Grimm fairy tales are much darker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in their original forms. And also, they were bears.
Is that where the term Grimm comes from?
I don't know.
No, because I think they were Grimm.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean that they're definitely more realistic though, because you're right, they were bears. I mean,
Yeah.
the bear season with this girl, the bears would just eat her,
Yeah.
and then they'd eat their porridge.
And that's what she would get for breaking and entering and using other people's shit and eating their porridge, I guess.
Eating.
And also, not people, they're bears.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, if
they
you're-
eat her.
Yeah, if you're breaking into someone's house and you go through their shit and eat their stuff, you probably die. There's a girl at my that I work with who is, this is for Kayla, who was talking to me today, and I don't know why she was talking to me because I don't put out that vibe. And so she was talking about leaving that job, and she's like, I might become a CO, but I don't know. I feel too much for those kind of people, and I feel like sympathetic, and I want to help everybody, and I couldn't be like as hard as they needed me to be. And I was like, that's so weird. I'm going to talk to Kayla tonight. I think you did that, right?
Yeah, a corrections officer.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? At first, I thought you were saying she said she wanted to be a CEO, but didn't know how to spell it.
I actually thought that's what she was talking, because I work for a pizza store. So I thought she was like, I want to be an owner of a pizza store. And I was like, what? And then she was like, no, I want to work at a prison. And then I was like, what?
Oh,
So it was just even more like, what the why? So then she was like, I feel like I wouldn't be very good at fit, but the
Yeah.
money's really good. And I was like, well, I know someone who went into helping like kids so they don't get into that kind of situation. So maybe that would be the thing for you. And then I just brought it up here.
Yeah, I actually have a lot to say about that. We've been talking about that lately because, so my dad was a parole and probation officer,
Mhm.
and he worked with youth, specifically sex offenders. And his whole passion and reason for doing it was a lot of those kids, not always, but a lot of kids who wind up in that position when they get on probation, they get into trouble when they're young, is that they don't have stable home lives. Their parents have been incarcerated. And so, you know, it's kind of like a cycle in the family. Right. And so he would try and come into their life, and instead of being a hard ass and just punishing, also helping them to turn it around and have a different outcome, because they're still young, so there's hope at that point, you know, rather than like an offender who's been in the system for 20, 30 years. Right. And so that's what my dad did, and that's what I did. At first I cared too much. I actually was told by my boss, you care too much. You need to not care. They're going to eat you alive, you know? He was right. At first I was way too nice, and I learned you have to say no a lot at first, because you're new, and like the girls that I worked with in the correctional facility, they've been there longer than me, and they knew I was new, so they would test me and ask for things that they knew I shouldn't say yes to.
It's like asking the nice parent.
Yeah. And so the rule is like, no matter what it is, just say no and ask somebody else who's been here longer. But there's just kind of this real fine line, because in the more recent years, they've really tried to change the way that we approach crime and punishment, and especially with youth. And so there's a new method in Oregon, at least, called PhD, which is an acronym. The state is like all about acronyms, and it means positive human development. And they're trying to have like a more relationship-based approach toward helping kids like restart their life and heal instead of just punishing. But then there's the old timers, and they call that method of rehabilitation, they call it the hug-a-thug mentality.
That makes sense.
They're really caring, and they're just crime and punishment. You know, these kids will never be anybody. They're worth nothing kind of attitude. And so there's two different sides, like the new age people who are educated and trauma informed and really want to help.
Right.
And do care, and it's okay to care. And then people who come from a more like military, old fashioned mindset. And so, you do have to care. Everybody that's there starts out caring, and then over time, I think they get hardened. And in a way, you have to be. You have to have a balance. You have to be okay with saying no and be firm. And at the same time, you have to be respectful. And I think if you can be respectful, then you're respected. Then you don't have to really put those sort of like non-helpful, authoritative interventions in place, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever get maced?
Nah.
Oh, that's I don't know exactly what Grant does, but he does something like that. Something with youths. I think he elbows him in the head or something like that. He's like it's funny because he's like I think he's a correction officer or something like that. Or he was, maybe, I don't know. But it's just it's fun. He's in a wheelchair, so it's like I'm sure a lot of people fuck with him, but he's not ever someone that is a wheelchair fucked with person. We saw him at the park. We saw him at Minto, and there's this guy in a wheelchair, carrying a kayak. So he's just going and he's carrying a kayak. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like, and this lady stops and starts talking to Emma, and she's like, does he need help? And I was like, oh, cool, it's Grant. And so we're both like, oh no, it's just this guy. And she's just
like, no, he's got it. He's doing it.
Staring at him, and we're like, oh no, you can. It's fine.
She's going, somebody should help him. And we're like, no,
oh my God,
he knows what he's doing.
And then so we're talking to him, and he's like, well, I gotta go because I dropped my phone in the water. So, and then he starts, like going away, and then he drops the kayak and then falls out of his wheelchair forward because he was like trying to balance it and everything like that. And I love so much that I have a friend in a wheelchair that I can laugh at when he falls down. It was so great because I was like, oh, this is, awesome. I don't get to do this very often.
Laugh at people in wheelchairs?
Yeah. I mean, because usually you're like, it seems like it sucks to be you. He doesn't make it seem like it sucks to be him at all. That's the awesome thing about his presence around.
Yeah, he's just like, it's in the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right there, sweetie.
But like if Zach was carrying a kayak and he fell forward, I would laugh the exact same way because it's funny. I don't ever get to see Zach fucking fall down with a kayak. It would be hilarious.
That's true. That's why you're never going to see me with a kayak because that funny of a thing could never exist.
Break the internet.
And the the thing about Grant is that he can laugh at himself, you know,
yeah.
and yeah, so that's why you have permission. But you should tell him about Grant, what he did.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll be right back. The kids need.
I got a random story about Grant. The other night, out of nowhere, I got Kayla some flowers to cheer her up like a couple weeks back, and I guess he messaged Kayla and got our address, and then there's a knock on the door, and they're at 8 p.m. and then a van was speeding off by the time I got there, and there was roses and cookies for me.
Aw.
He's like, I wanted Tony to make sure Tony got flowers because no one ever gets Tony flowers.
Aw.
And he wrote me a meaningful card and everything, and I was like, "Jeez."
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aggressively nice. I love it.
Yeah.
Aggressively nice. And I know they were beautiful flowers too. I mean,
Nice.
Did he use his sage stationery and seal?
He did.
Nice.
He did.
That's great.
Hell yeah.
So I have it right here.
Oh, it's great. I have one of those too.
Yeah, I was like, wow. He wrote a very meaningful card. I was like, what? I was like, aggressively nice. That's the.
Yeah.
What a sweet.
Truly.
Zach sends me flowers, and the card just has a dick pic in it.
Mm-hmm. Not even my dick, too.
That's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
Okay.
Big black ones.
Dicks.
Have you done any online shows or anything like that? Little
No.
Zoomies or anything?
I mean, we've practiced improv with our. Emma and I have practiced improv with our group, but that's the only Zoom experience I've been getting.
Cool.
I've been thinking about doing a mic or something, but it just seems so weird and uncomfortable, you know?
It's really weird if you can't hear how people are reacting.
Exactly. It seems like if you I don't know, it just sucks all the life out of stand-up comedy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, and one of the weird things is I don't like it. I don't like the whole comedy online. I don't like it. But for some reason, you've done it a few times now, and that makes sense because you can kind of do that kind of stuff, and without it being hard or seeming like it's a speed bump in front of you, like a hurdle that you have to get through.
I mean, the first one was definitely hard, and I don't think I did a very good job, but I guess, it just gets easier.
Is that one online forever?
No.
Well, then.
Yeah, so
the good ones
I'd rather, do a show than not do a show most of the time.
Did you watch the live stream that had Nick Puente and Jesse Whitehead on it?
I did. I watched it.
Did you the beginning when Emma was telling jokes and there was people in the room and you could hear them laughing and her getting immediate feedback? So cool.
It was nice.
Yeah.
I missed
that
it.
was a shock a little bit. I was like, oh yeah,
it's still alive
again.
And did you so you'd done sound check and everything for that? Did you know that you were going to be had you practiced? Or was that moment that you were on stage live for the stream, was that the part that you realized oh yeah, laughs?
Yeah, I mean, we had done sound check and stuff, and I was goofing around, but I didn't do any material. And part of it was I had written new stuff for it, so I was, not sure if any of it was going to work. So
cool.
I was really excited when it did work.
Yeah.
Yeah, felt great. It just sometimes, I feel well, comedy's dead. No more stand-up. There's no way it's coming back. But then I get to do something like that, and I'm oh yeah, people are always going to want to hear live comedy and laugh together.
Yeah.
There's
For sure.
no way for that to die.
Oh, did you get the answer over here?
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
From a while
Well, he had to
ago,
go poo-poo.
Yeah.
I had to go poo-poo at my butt. Yeah, so it looks like the word grim came before the name Grim.
So, did they...
Oh, sorry.
Were the brothers well, our last name's Grimm, and we write stories. So maybe we'll just change the tone from Happy Doodle Dandies to some grim tales. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it says they gathered stories. They didn't write them. I'm reading
Oh,
this paragraph.
Maybe they were the brothers Happy Doodle Dandy, but then they had to change their name to
Maybe.
match their stories.
And we just don't know because they didn't keep good public records.
Exactly. But there's a long line of Happy Doodle Dandies that we don't know about.
It's true.
I used to be public about my Happy Doodle Dandiness. That makes sense. They just gather stories and they rewrite them their way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grimly.
The Grimmers.
I guess so. I mean, that's
the Brothers
going
Grimm.
off
That's what
of-
they're
I guess
called.
kind of an important way, because back in those days, they probably didn't have many people who knew how to write.
No, yeah, for sure.
What was the?
No, I don't know.
What
When
was
they
the
were-
era?
We gotta do some more research here.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
research
Do you-
the Brothers
Figure it
Grimm.
out.
Are your kids into like dark stuff? Because I was always very into like, dark. I don't know, spooky, like creepy. My mom was always like, "Why do you like this stuff?" And I'm like, "I like death." I don't know. I just did.
My oldest daughter's story, she's watched all of the like Grimm series. Actually, she's really into it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's 11, so that was her. She's kind of, she had a book of it too, and then kind of moved on. And right now, she likes Riverdale, and she's watching the 100.
Is
So that's
Riverdale that musical show? Oh no, that's Gallivant. Sorry, never mind.
From the Archie comics, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I
Yeah,
haven't
it's-
watched it, but
They took, the Archie comics where it's like a very simple premise.
I think
Oh.
Tony was just sleeping while awake.
Yeah. I'm here still. You take this, the Archie comics with the redheaded dude and Betty and Veronica, and it's like a love triangle. But then they turned it into this whole drama show.
It's
I've
live
had it.
live actors,
Yeah.
and then one of them's name's Archie.
What's that?
One of them's Archie, and one of them's Betty and Veronica, and
Yeah.
that's weird.
Whoa.
And Jughead is in a gang now, and
hell
like
yeah.
eats a lot of hamburgers, but it's different.
Does he really?
Wow.
Yeah. That's the only thing they kept. I was like, you should see the cartoon of Jughead. He looks like an inbred, but
Sometimes it's fun because, because of the sound overlap thing. I just read your lips. Kayla, did you say he's a stripper?
Dreamy. I said
Dreamy.
he's dreamy.
He's dreamy. Okay, that looks like stripper when you say it with your mouth.
fun.
Dreamy.
Interesting.
Stripper.
That's just what we
Dreamy.
needed.
Stripper. Dream.
yeah.
Whoa, I've lost my
It's
mind.
just what we needed, a gritty reboot of the Archie comics
Yeah.
for our
Yeah.
times.
Did you ever watch Gallivant?
No idea what that is.
Oh, it's a show that's it was like a CW show, but it's like a comedy with pretty good writing and very self-aware musical. So like it'd be like a regular story, kind of like what's another Middle Eastern like Game of Thrones or something like that, like medieval and stuff like that, and then they just medieval, and then they just break into song, and it's a fucking musical. Why am I explaining it this much?
I like musicals. I should check
I got
that out.
uncomfortable when I couldn't figure out what I was fucking talking about.
That was so medieval.
That was great.
You know, like I was gonna say Game of Thrones, but I was like, it's not anything like that. But that one has dirty people in it, so that's the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
But so does
Monty Python,
Monty Python.
and the Holy Grail.
I was thinking of that. What's that show that's dirty people? That's like Justified.
Westworld.
Nope. Keep going. Right there.
Deadwood.
Deadwood. That's got really dirty people in it.
Gross.
Just physically, like you're covered in dirt.
Yeah.
I like this because it's realistic.
Yeah.
I don't like The Walking Dead. They're always like, why did you get to take a shower while like in the middle of
like
running?
you got real good hair.
Like, yeah. Their
and the
hair is
women never have like armpit or leg hair.
Or sweat,
Yeah.
really. I guess
Yeah.
that might not be a thing. That
Oh
probably is.
man, I would be drenched in sweat all the time. I already am, and I don't have to kill
Yeah.
any zombies.
Do you think they just burn it off
Ooh,
like that?
maybe.
Oh.
I used to-
Wasting fuel though.
I used to burn all my hand hair off, just as a thing. It was like you could just do it. So I was like, why not? Why not have bald hands, and why not burn it off?
I think there's a lot of reasons why not.
He's got a point.
Yeah, there's probably plenty of reasons, but I mean, it smells, and that's about the only thing that happens.
I don't know. I'm not that good with fire.
Oh, I'm great with fire.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just
Makes sense.
it's I have roommate problems that are not great with fire.
Not me.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
No, about this. Though,
Just
yeah.
I have it. Yeah, I just have like this baggage.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I thought you were gonna flick his nose.
Boop.
Little ash.
Nice.
What do you guys, when quarantine's over and everything is open again or whatever, what do you think is going to be different?
What's different? I think
I know it's a
People
really
are gonna be,
broad
like,
question.
way more apprehensive about like shaking hands and stuff, and like hugs.
Hugging and shit.
Yeah.
Dancing,
Yeah.
dance parties.
What's gonna happen with that? I don't think that's gonna, or I don't know. You're gonna really have to like the people to risk it. You're gonna be like, I'm not gonna risk it if I'm just like meeting you for the first time. Only secret handshakes.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, what about like at an open mic where the host shakes everybody's hand?
Yeah, that's
Exa-
gone.
Like no casual handshakes at all.
Yeah, unless everyone's
Also-
sanitizing, I guess, before and after.
Why?
Why shake hands at all?
Why shake hands at all?
I like shaking hands. It's like, it's part of the routine of
Right,
it,
I know,
the-
but like sometimes
the
you got to figure out
procession.
why people still do things, and then you go, why?
That's true.
Like when people say "God bless you" or "bless you" at all. No thanks. I don't like it. Just because it's like people used to be fucking idiots and they thought that demons were coming out of you, and people still say "bless you." I understand its manners. I got into a huge argument with like my ex-girlfriend's dad, who's like a Christian. It was a weird thing. We were in his truck and he said, "God bless you," and after I sneezed, and I was like, okay. And he goes, "You could say thank you." And I was like, well, I don't thank you because people used to think that's demons coming out of me, and I don't think you're a fucking idiot and think there's demons coming out of me. And he's like, dude, it's just manners. And I was like, no, it's tradition. You don't even know what you're saying. And then I was yelling at an old man. And so I was like, okay, this is...
That's why I like salute.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, or ate sui or gesundheit. That means good health. That makes
Yeah.
much more sense.
That is better. Salute
Yeah,
is...
they have-
I thought that was like cheers.
Means health.
Oh. So I guess kinda. People probably do that
Maybe-
for that reason.
Well, they
Also-
say salute for cheers.
Like
but
you said, maybe
Hmm?
you burn your hand hair off, right?
hmm
And you don't like shaking hands. Or bless you.
Yeah. No, I'm a fucking weirdo.
We should just all start doing that, and this is a protective measure.
But I think you're right, though. Like, this is a time when people are examining conventions like that.
Hmm
Like, just our physical place among other people. When you go out somewhere, people are thinking about it. Or should be, at least.
Yeah, I hope so a lot more. And just like asking questions of like, why? Why is this happening? Instead of getting kind of shut down when they do ask questions. Like it just fucks with me because I still have like, I went to Christian school and I got in trouble for asking, wait, what?
Yeah, that's
Like,
just
really?
stupid.
So I get that we can be Christian and do this whole thing, but we can't look at this as fact, right? And then I got in trouble. So it's like, you're not allowed to ask questions in a lot of situations. So it's like, it's just gross. And then, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I think people should always ask questions. And I always teach my daughter, like, oh, if you don't know something, just ask why that's happening. And because there's never a reason. I was always embarrassed to ask.
Mhm.
I
Which
think
is
that's an
silly.
exciting thing, though. Like, we're going to question the handshake. We're going to question everything about society, which people are definitely doing right now.
Yeah.
And because there's a lot of shitty things about our society that we need to question. And like a lot of times it's like, in my mind, it's like things are just the way they are, and I can't do anything about it. But we definitely can. Like, you just have to question things sometimes. Like,
Mhm.
wait, why do we do that? You know, Why do we do these things?
Mm-hmm.
It's just custom. Like, I guess we could start with shaking hands, though. Why the fuck do we shake hands?
Yeah, just
It's so weird.
like the older guys not expecting any of the kids to get anywhere good in life, and instead of understanding that it needs to be kind of rebuilt for
Right.
children to get into a good spot by the time they're an adult, instead of having this like, oh well, they started off in a bad place, so it sucks for them. It's like, well, that doesn't have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an opportunity, really. But I don't know. I feel like when I go to the store now, I'm overwhelmed when I like have a shopping list, and I think to myself, what things do I really need? Does any of this matter? Who am I? What's happening?
All great questions.
Yeah.
Very important.
Mm-hmm. And I've always asked myself these things, but I think it's exciting to know that everybody else is now. It's kind of nice, I'm hoping at least more people are.
I think a lot of people are. I think a lot of people are thinking, what is my life without my job? Like, what does it actually consist of? Like, I've found myself thinking about that. Like, obviously, before when there was comedy, I would do my job so I could, have money to go do the comedy part. And then that went away, and the job went away. And
so what are you?
Just like, oh no, I have to be self-motivated now for what?
For a garden, you have plants that rely on you now.
Yeah, now I'm a plant mother.
Oh yeah, what are you growing?
A plant mom.
Oh, I got all kinds of stuff, man. I'm growing. I got squash, 3 kinds of tomatoes, basil, thyme, chives, cauliflower, corn, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, lettuce, sunflowers, cucumber, melon, some other stuff.
You gonna make some lotion?
Awesome.
I don't know. My
cucumber
melon
melon
is
lotion?
like dying. It was doing really well, and then one day it just kind of shriveled up. But I think it's coming back.
How come a lot of lotions were cucumber melon flavored for a long time? Might still be a thing.
There is a really interesting podcast about that. It's an articles of interest. It's really good. It's super fascinating. And it's about perfumes and scents and how all of the scents that you smell everywhere in perfumes and soaps and even like cleaning products and household stuff, they all come from a few companies. And there are scent trends like by the era, like in the like 20s to 40s, everyone was wearing very musky, like dark leathery tobacco, like ambergris scents, like stuff that wouldn't necessarily be pleasant now. And then just like Zach.
What?
And and then
What are you saying about my smell? I feel like
you
I
smell fine
great.
from
You
over
smell
here.
like leather and tobacco.
Yes.
Oh yeah. But that's because I eat wallets and smoke cigarettes,
Well, there you go. That's what people were doing back then.
and I'm all out of cigarettes.
And then it moved into like the very, very floral smells, I think, were in like the 60s and 70s. Or no, that was like very natural smells like patchouli and herbs and stuff. And then
I
in
bet
the
you
80s,
she smells like patchouli right now.
you look like
Yeah.
it for
Do you?
sure.
No,
Oh.
like lavender. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I love a lavender. And then in the 80s, everything became very floral and powdery and like fake smelling. And then in the 90s, everyone was into clean scents, which smell, but they don't smell like anything. It's just like a nice smell.
Summer breeze.
Yeah, shit like that, I guess.
Okay.
And then in the aughts, everyone wanted unscented, which
Unscented.
which actually is a scent. Things will contain stuff. If it says unscented, it actually has a scent, but it's to mask whatever else is in it.
Is it just coffee beans?
Yeah, it's coffee beans. Everything that's unscented actually just has coffee beans.
I always like in like Anchor Blue, that store. It's the only place I can remember this happening. They have like here, try out these colognes, and then there's a can of coffee beans there. And so I just went by and I started just eating the coffee beans, but I didn't know they're for sniffing. Supposed to sniff them. I thought it was like, oh, cool.
It's like-
You're supposed to eat them.
Nose palette or something?
Yeah.
Is that what they're? Okay.
Wow.
No, is
I've never heard of that, but
would you?
makes sense.
Okay, so I thought I was a complete idiot because my friend was like, "Dude, you don't fucking eat those. That's to like reset your nose." And I was like,
Crazy.
"Oh, okay. I don't ever wear cologne, and that's not a thing that I think of." So, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the whole designer scent thing is just more bullshit. You're just paying for the label because a lot of times they outsource this perfume to companies that make all this other shit, and there's no reason for people to have to pay that much for it. But usually designer perfume is made just so that, like, if people want to buy like a Coach item or a Gucci or whatever, they can't get the purse or the shoes or the whatever, but they can get the perfume.
It's like a consolation.
Yeah, it's just a way to like
product?
get in a bottom tier of consumers or whatever, entry level.
Just so people
It's a
can
really
say
great
they have
podcast.
a Chanel instead of, they don't make
Yeah,
Chanel
like,
purses,
oh, you
do
smell
they?
nice. Oh, it's Chanel.
Number 69.
Yeah.
Do we have
I
emails?
see.
And we got a couple emails.
Couple
We
emails.
got some weird ones this week.
I've been listening to a lot of podcasts while I garden.
It's good. It's
my thing to do.
it's helping me out actually,
Oh, cool.
because you listen to facts and then you take this long of a podcast and you tell me this much of it, and it's just like the bam 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 facts, and I'm like, cool, I'm smarter now
Yeah, there you go.
just because she talks to me. It's great.
Yeah. And she goes, or I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm no doctor.
But that's fine with me. I realize how many things that I keep from, like, when I was a kid. Someone just around me said something, and then I go, fact. That's what that is now. What was the thing yesterday, Zach? Remember, I was like, can you look that up for me? Because I don't know if that's true.
Tomatoes or something? We were
I
talking
don't
about
remember.
vines.
No, I think it was something about the Doberman, because right around that time.
Yeah, but I wasn't looking. I didn't look up anything about.
Yeah,
the
no,
Doberman.
people who clip their Doberman's ears are Nazis. You can
and people
isolate that.
and people who don't clip their Doberman's ears can be Nazis. You know,
Yeah.
It's like a
actually,
circle. It's like a square rectangle situation.
Any person with a heartbeat can be a Nazi. So be careful out there.
It's true, man. It's so crazy. You see these pictures of Nazi people, and you're like, that person looks like anyone I could see walking down the fucking streets. Now I'm walking down the street, just like, is that guy a Nazi? Maybe. I don't know.
That's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, they look like us. Assuming none of you are Nazis. Which would be a
I don't
big
think I'm a
surprise at this
Nazi.
point.
I would be surprised if I was a Nazi.
Wouldn't that be a bummer if
I
like
found out.
if you woke up one day and you're like, oh no,
Where did I get all this paraphernalia?
I
The
feel
flag.
it.
Where'd that come
I feel
from?
it in my heart. I'm a Nazi now. Oh no.
Oh, that would be the worst.
What if you woke up as a Nazi?
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I mean, I
Mom,
do
Dad.
hate myself sometimes.
Because I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. You want
Like,
to sit down
they're
for
like,
this?
yeah, we know you're gay. Get it? She's like, oh no, no. It's just, oh, that'd be a fun one.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'll record it and see how it goes.
Cool.
It'll be a good prank.
Your dad will just start laughing. He's like, we knew we fucked up with you. Ha ha.
Too much
Oh,
internet.
Are you guys gonna get a
He would love
VR
it.
soon?
A what?
A VR. Get a VR, and then
No,
play in VR with me.
it scares me.
Yeah.
I'm like an old man about that stuff.
It is
Hey,
weird.
did you watch Ready Player One?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a good documentary about the human race in the future in 20 years.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that footage.
It's weird because it's like everything that happens, you're like, oh yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Especially because these companies all license things together. Cool, that's gonna happen. It's like, whoa, but it's really
Well,
cool.
It's based off of a book, right? Like,
Yeah.
And the book.
The book's supposedly just as accurate.
Yeah. How old is the book? That's crazy.
80s, right? Zach, come on.
I actually don't know.
What?
You're supposed to have this information before we even bring it up.
Oh, sorry. My check bounced this week.
Oh no.
When did
oh, yeah.
Ready Player One come out?
'Cause, yeah, that's crazy. It's that accurate,
That's-
you know?
It's only a couple years old. I think it was popular not that long ago,
No, but
right?
the book is older.
Oh, the book?
2011.
The book.
Oh, okay. 2011.
Yeah, believe it.
Oh, the book is not that old. Also. Oh no, the book came out in 2045. I see.
Ah. that
No,
makes sense.
it is about actually that's pretty accurate because it's set in 2045. Didn't I guess 20 years from now? Wow. I didn't know
Wow.
that.
I mean, that's right now we're having this conversation, but we're not together. It's all virtual anyway. So
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know if you guys really exist without you actually being here. You could just be some like advanced computer simulation. It's just replicating what Tony and Kayla are. Like,
How do you know you're not that though right now?
No,
Talking
well, I know all of us are
are.
Do you?
Whoa.
are humans, but I don't know.
I thought you left.
No, Meyer.
I thought I like felt a presence. You know when you like you're faced a different way and like someone leaves, you feel like a void of presence.
Yeah, I just
Your
glitched
soul
out.
just left for a second. I felt no human anything right here. I'm glad you're still here though.
Yeah, is it back?
Yeah, no, we're back.
No.
Yeah. Seeing is believing.
I just.
Didn't know.
I'm fine.
Remember when we were talking about people trying to figure out who they are now?
Yeah.
Now that they don't have the same things in place, like their job.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm super excited about that because for a long time, I like to ask people, who are you? And then when they tell me like what they do, I'm like, but say it without telling me what you do, you know? And then
Yeah.
they get stuck and they're like, I don't know. And since we can't do anything right now, I mean, a little more now this week and hopefully a little more next week, but we've really been limited on what we can do. People just, we have to sit with ourselves and go like, who am I? Without all that. And that's a hard thing, but if you can do it and come out the other side, hopefully it's a good thing, you know?
Yeah, it really is cool because like, yeah, so many people are finding just different things about themselves. And like, you know, we all know so many people online that are all comics. And then now you're seeing your friends that can't do comedy. You're having a wider spectrum of friends now because they're all doing different things just because it's like their mind is going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And so like if I didn't have an option to play video games and like make that a video that I can edit later and just like make everything kind of a task for myself, I'd be going fucking nuts in the same way that I think anybody would.
It's interesting not having my feed be mostly people saying what shows they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or what shows they're watching. Well, like for me, I had my first child when I was 19 and I'm 31 and I just kept having them. So for me, watching television or movies wasn't an option really unless it was like Dora or some bullshit for so long. And so when like the topic goes to like a show or mostly any show except for like 5 shows, I'm like, I don't know. And it's really kind of, you'll see it happen. You'll notice it because now that I'm telling you, you'll see it when we talk and be like, uh-oh, it's happening again. Because I just start to go like, I don't know anything about that. But I've lived life, you know, and I've raised kids and I hate this, but it's true. I was like a homemaker for a long time. And I like resent that about myself.
Homes?
Yeah. Like the inside of stuff, just decorate. No, but like cooking, cleaning, and I resented that and pushed it away because I felt forced. But then now, since we're home and I have the time and space, but it's my choice, I actually been like really enjoying that. Cooking has been fun, and I've noticed other people too that usually don't post certain things are like sharing other parts of themselves, you know, and it's nice to see. Yeah.
Totally. I love seeing that. I love seeing the art people are making and just I don't know, people that I don't always enjoy this, but it's I've been enjoying people's long posts about their thoughts about things more.
Yeah.
Well, because it's not you know that it's not going to be some sort of like, so there was this fucking asshole at the bar when I was trying to do comedy. You're not going to read something about that. Sorry to anybody who hears this.
I do kind of like those posts too sometimes.
No, they're stupid.
If it's a fun story.
Depends. Yeah. And then he fell off his stool and he pulled $1 million baby and they had to do a whole thing about it. That'd be I'd read that and it'd be great.
I mean, that's not the kind of post you're talking about.
Yeah. Can we gack more people's necks in bars, please? But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, but I like just
Yeah, it's cool. I've been drawing a lot more.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Can we see?
There we go.
Little sample.
Yeah, I've been drawing on my phone.
Nice. Do you use a stylus or just fingy?
Just my fingy for now.
Nice.
I'm thinking about getting the stylus.
Yeah.
Think about getting one of those iPads for drawing.
Like a Wacom?
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, those are awesome. Oh, Kayla, did you figure out what computer you're getting? Are you using it right now?
Not using it yet. Haven't figured it out yet.
Okay. Good thing I helped you out so much.
Yeah, good thing.
You made it seem like it was really urgent.
It was, and then that grant didn't come through. So anyway, we have the money for it, but we're waiting now because we had like a bunch of like chore type things to do that we were like, let's do it first, and then we'll like that will be the reward. You know,
that's a good way to do it.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Anyway, the art. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, fun.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mostly do faces. I don't know why.
That's awesome.
Good.
It's fun drawing faces.
He's been drawing some really cool stuff.
I hate drawing faces.
I like it. All the faces I draw always look very sad.
I just draw SpongeBob. That's the only face I draw. Ooh.
It's a good one.
This one's happy.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I could see that being like a Tony Meyer album cover.
Oh, for sure. I would listen to that album.
Yeah.
We've been reading.
What?
Have you been?
Oh yeah, I've been reading Sam Talon's book,
Oh, cool. I got to get a copy of that.
Running the Light. Yeah, it's crazy how good it is. He's really good. It's ridiculous. He's
I like that
a
guy.
yeah. He knows how to. He's got a way with words. I don't know. He just really knows how to write.
I only talked to him for about 10 seconds, and he walked up to me. I didn't know who he was, and he grabbed the like lapels of my coat, and he was like, "I like this coat," and he was like shaking me. He's like, "I really like it." Okay, and then he like let go and walked away, and I was like, "Hey Jane, who the fuck is that guy?" And she goes, "Oh, that's Sam Talon. Have you not met him yet?" I was like, "Guess I did." That was it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, what's his book about?
Oh yeah, his book's about. So it's about basically like a comedian that's on the road, like a road dog comedian that's had fame and fortune and then kind of lost it all, and now he's like just travels through these small towns and keeps doing comedy.
So is it a novel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't catch that part.
It's yeah, and so it's about basically all the crazy shit that a comedian can get into on the road. But yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
That's fun. I'm excited to read that.
Yeah.
It's called Running the Light. It's pretty good. Yeah, I definitely recommend it.
Cool. Sam Talon. I didn't know he's a writer.
That's his first novel. So.
Have you read Chad Sharp's books?
No, I'm gonna do that one next. I'm gonna read a. I had that thought the other day. I was like,
The Ether and the Noise. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's one of them.
The Pizza and the Noid is what it's called.
Good lip reading. That was really good.
Yeah. No, I haven't read those either, but I'm really interested to just get more inside of his fucking head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got to read. He came over one day and he brought a short story that he had written, and we recorded it. He had me play the part of an old timey sort of mid-Atlantic accent lady. It was really fun.
That's cool.
I don't know when that's gonna come out.
Can you do the voice?
Ooh.
Do you want something to say?
Yeah.
Okay, read.
Well, here, I'll just be the character that I was in the story. Oh God, no, I feel like it's gonna come out Southern Belle, but it's not supposed to be Southern Belle.
Okay.
Well, I do appreciate you coming here to help me find my family. I haven't seen them in, years, really.
Sweet.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I got to do a whole story of that. It was great. I miss doing, huh?
I said that is fun.
Yeah. I love Mid-Atlantic. Can't say I know what I'm doing, but it's fun to do. Makes me miss that radio show.
Yeah.
Oh, I
wanted to experience more of those things. Have those come out and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. A lot of possibilities in the future, especially now that the Infinity Room will be live streaming and not every show, but we have the possibility to live stream and record and Yeah.
That's
Knew a
awesome.
bunch of cool shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I love it.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Nah, his head's all fucked up.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I can pull some comparison pictures. just so you
I
can...
drew Downs Bob. Oh, that's a comparison.
Yeah, honestly, his nose goes up.
Oh, his nose goes up? Always?
No, not always.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's up there.
Only when he's excited.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm
Way
drawing like
excited.
a to the side nose version. Okay.
Oh,
Wow,
but you're drawing him face on.
I'm drawing him straight on, but with the nose that goes as if he's standing like this. I think I maybe used to draw it with the whole like 3D business going on.
Oh, there you go. That's more realistic already.
There it goes. I don't know if does that help? Okay, cool.
There it goes.
Look at him. Got those
good.
2D pants and everything.
Art is good.
I got some 2D pants. Always.
Tootie booty.
Have you guys been farting a lot? You guys fart around each other?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I pushed the whole relationship to the brink the other day with the part.
Did you follow through?
He thinks that they're gone, but he brings them with him.
I trapped her in a room accidentally. It was bad. Usually you kind of like your own flavor sometimes, but it wasn't even one of those. It was really bad.
Oof.
It was just the worst.
Do either one of you ever so you can like water like this, but you're in the shower and you get your hands right here on your asshole and you pool up water just to where your asshole is buried, like it's underwater, and then you fart in that? Have you ever done that?
No, I can't say I have.
Why does nobody fuck around with themselves as much as I do? There's so many fun things you can do. Have you done the volcano penis?
What's that?
You know what that is if you've done it. I spit. It's where you fold everything into itself to where you almost have an innie, and then you just let go. And then it goes blah. It's great.
Yeah. That's like when you discover your dick. That's like one of the first things you do.
I mean, I still do it, but yeah. It's fun.
You do it then and you never stop.
Nope. I'm Krakatoa. That's me.
We don't know what this means.
Camel
What is
toe.
that?
Krakatoa, that's a big eruption volcano from a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Cool. She told me that one time
Yeah.
while chipping
I'm
away
not-
at a salt mine.
I'm not a doctor.
Why are you watching?
Yeah, what is happening? I
Watch
thought
this.
we were
He's
going
watching
to hear some
gymnastics.
emails.
Oh yeah, I still have those
Hold
pulled
on.
up.
Is she going to break a leg?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
What?
One.
What? Whoa.
What?
Oh, look better not in 0.2.
She did a backflip.
But she stuck the landing really good. Why is that a 10 though?
Because she's talented. What?
Oh, she did a double backflip.
Yeah.
2 of them.
I'm sorry.
And she knows how to dance.
You're just looking at her butt.
Can
You're
we do
just
the
looking at her
emails?
butt. Get at the emails.
Okay.
We have emails we have to get to.
This first email, it comes from listener Brooks. She wants to know, she has a late teenage son who still wears pajamas and wants to know if she should be worried. That's the subject line. The question is, my son is 18 and still sleeps in pajamas, like those buttoned up long sleeve sets. I thought boys slept naked or mostly naked. Is my son weird? Should I be worried?
I think maybe, Brooks, you might be weird if you're expecting your son to be naked. Take your clothes off, boy.
About that's his business, right? Like, if he wants to be formal in the bedroom,
You got one of those sleeping tuxes on?
Yeah, I wonder if he wears sleeping cufflinks.
yeah.
So let's answer that with he's fine. He's just a furry. Let him go.
I think as long as she's naked while she checks on him, then she should just be satisfied.
I see
Evens
how
out,
that
right?
goes.
Yeah.
Evens out. Okay.
Stepmom, what are you doing in here?
Yeah.
I heard a noise. Are you playing with yourself again? Are those my panties? I haven't watched any of those ever.
This is a great one. Do you guys know who Jeff is?
Jeff Parks?
Jeff Parks. He writes in all the time.
Yeah, the doctor.
yeah.
Dr. Jeff Parks.
This is a question from Jeff. He wants to know if can a woman at 65 years old get pregnant after having sex?
Maybe.
I think crazier things have happened.
Why does he
True.
want to know?
True. Jesus was born and his mom didn't ever have sex.
There you go.
Allegedly.
I heard of a 65-year-old woman getting pregnant. I think that was the oldest that a woman was. That you know what I'm saying?
To give birth.
The oldest to give feces.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
poop one out.
To
66. When she gave birth to twins.
50.
Kayla,
What?
Kayla, did you
358
eat
days?
your placenta?
Oh, 360.
No,
Did you throw it up against the wall?
I donated it, but I heard some people save it and like plant a tree or something over it. Like it's, I don't know, the
I've
thing.
heard of that too.
From like your
Fucking hippie shit.
your gut soles?
Throw it away.
Yeah, it
Oh,
grows like another child in the tree or
Like, throw
something.
it down
Grows
the
a-
garbage disposal.
What, Tony?
It grows a baby tree. So every fall, a bunch of babies fall on the ground.
And
The whole
that's where
neighbor-
babies come from.
Yeah.
That's where Donald Trump came from. He was a bad apple.
I've heard people will dry the placenta and crush it into a powder and put it into pills.
That's horrifying.
I mean, it's got nutrients or whatever, right?
Like, oh, well, our bunnies, they eat their mom's poop sometimes. The
Oh.
babies.
I thought you were going to say she ate her placenta, but that's even a step beyond.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
my
Probably.
I gave my dog a bunch of treats yesterday, and then he went out and took a shit, and then ate it.
Yeah.
He's
But
like, they were good, yeah.
Yeah, it was like I gave him more treats than I ever usually do. I gave him like 7 little salmon nugget things, and then 2 of these bones that are made out of peanut butter and banana, and some salami. He was stoked.
Lucky boy.
Good. Good to let it go.
That sounds like a tasty shit.
Yeah, he ate some of his poop,
Good for him.
and then he gets mad at me when I like kick him out of the way. I'm like, "Hey, stop doing that!" And he tries to bite me. He's like, "No, this is my shit. I'm gonna eat it. Let me do
I'm
it."
cleaning it up for you. You should be thanking me.
Got an email?
Yeah. This one comes from Crazy Zebra. I don't know who that is. It says, how often do you eat McDonald's?
I think it's Andrew at Brownstown.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
totally.
I know that guy.
How often do you eat
often?
McDonald's? Yeah. He eats there about once a month. He gets a Happy Meal with nuggets and fries.
BQ, what do you order? Oh, burger queef.
Better question?
Bonus question?
Bonus question.
Bird queef.
Bird. I was gonna say burger queef.
Bone queef.
But it didn't
Wait,
work.
birds can't... How would a bird queef? Because it's a cloaca, so it's all one hole, so they can fart and queef it together.
So if, yeah.
It's more of a cough
They quarf.
It depends on the intention.
out of their butt, though.
Um,
How often do you eat McDonald's?
We're scientists.
I had McDonald's like a month ago. I had a McFlurry.
Nice.
Okay,
those are good.
that's fine. Tony?
I don't know. Probably like maybe a month, maybe a couple months.
Okay.
I like the McDouble or the what's the there used to be the double cheeseburger is just the McDouble, but with one less slice of cheese, and
What?
there's like a different 50 cents.
Yeah.
What a
It's
scam.
What about you, Zach?
Me? Not in a while, but I get tempted whenever I drive by because it's like fast.
Like those
easy.
arches.
I do like arches. They remind me of breasts.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Emma?
Last time was sometime last year. My friend Diane wanted McDonald's, so I picked some up and I got a cheeseburger and it was fucking delicious.
Right?
It was really good. That's it.
Cool.
Chad?
Years.
You should try it. You should try it out.
Yeah, years. No, I boycott.
We should do a.
Nope.
Yeah.
No more McDonald's ever again.
No?
Oh
Nope.
man,
But
I'm
it's
gonna go drop
always open.
$50 at McDonald's.
No, I used to go every morning, and I would get those cinnamon bake things. I would get one of those, and the one with the egg and sausage McGriddles. I get that and that
McGriddles are gross.
every
Wow.
day. No, they're great. And so I'm not saying that I hate I hate them for what they are, that they're available that cheaply and that they're just ruining people. But I fucking love the taste of everything there.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the food tastes really
It's
good.
just so fucking. If you my sister taught me this trick. You ask for unsalted fries, and then you get fresh fries, and then you get some salt, and then you put it on the fries.
Smart.
So you get extra salted fresh fries.
Nice.
So I thought it was pretty good. Also,
I'm fucking hungry, dude.
put some salt and pepper on Wendy's cheeseburgers because they have the really good lettuce and really good meat. So salt and pepper on one of their cheeseburgers is actually really good. I'll fuck with the Wendy's cheeseburger.
I ate Wendy's cheeseburger. It's a perfect one. I was on acid though, and I remember just taking a bite into it, and my teeth went through every single layer.
Like all the noise and feelings.
Noise, like the lettuce was so crunchy, and then it hit the
Ooh,
meat.
we're going to Wendy's after this.
We're
Are they
on
open?
acid. Heard your burger. You're remembering what it sounded like.
Yeah. Well, when you're on acid, you get this whole synesthesia thing, and you can hear the taste.
That's crazy.
Wow.
There's a VR game coming out called Synesthesia, and I'm really interested in what it's going to be.
I want to play that.
Yeah, we got this Tetris game, and it's essentially Tetris, but there's so much going on around you, and you get sucked into this whole thing where
It's amazing.
You can be playing it for like 30 minutes straight, and you totally forget that you're playing Tetris. Well, 100%. And you're just it's the Tetris board, it's just the rectangle right in the front, but around you everywhere there's just like there might be like whales flying, like swimming all around
And
you,
everything responds with your movements, and like if you move something over or turn it, it like makes a sound, but it's all kind of
Good.
coordinated with the music, so each level has its own soundtrack and like style.
Yep.
It's
That's cool.
very
That's
immersive.
Really therapeutic.
It is.
Breathing technique to get out of your head.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll put I should put some of that video just up on the thing,
Yeah.
just because
I want to play it.
everything that I talk about I might as well just like put up on there so we can have some reference of what we're doing.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
So, I'm like super into massage. Like I get a lot of massages, and that's one of the things. Like I miss like hugging people and like shaking hands, or just I don't know. I'm like a snuggly person, so I miss seeing people and being with people. And so I've been getting a lot of massages. And anyway, I got Tony one. I bought him one, and it's on Friday, and he's never had a massage before.
Nice.
Oh, that's exciting.
He's nervous about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one, my first one not too long ago, and it was probably like 2-3 years ago. I don't remember why. I think it was like a gift. It's fine. It's just kind of like,
Okay.
I don't really like her. She was just kind of like, here's what we're doing. What, this is a coupon? Okay. And because I think it was a Groupon thing. Yeah, that's what it was. And so she was like, fine, whatever. And she didn't talk, which I thought was fine. But it was really uncomfortable because it's like, what do I do with my body? I don't know. It's just like, I don't want you to, and I could only think of like, I don't want to get hard. I really don't want a boner right now. A boner would be bad. I'm pretty sure she'd be upset, but I think that's part of the job once in a while. I don't know. So don't get a boner, or do get a boner and let me know what happens.
Oh my goodness. It's at Indigo. You know where that is? It's right by the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like
the one
the
right in
Indigo
between blue and purple.
Mm-hmm. It's purplish. The bluish color.
Who was it? There was someone talking about how indigo's not a color. Who was that?
That was on. We listened to the same podcast.
Oh, it was a Kill Tony thing.
Yep. Kill Tony.
What is it?
There's people that don't believe indigo's a color because it was made from snails or ink. I mean, the ink was made from snails for royalty, and they made up a color indigo so they could sell it cheaper for something. This is all barely what's real, but
He's a doctor, though, so
I'm a doctor.
you should believe it.
Oh.
Squeaky, squeaky. Yep, he's got cancer. If it squeaks, you have cancer. Indigo exists somewhere around 420 to 450 nanometers on the color spectrum. Oh, so it just is. a color.
No, I think I remember that one. The guy was saying that it was like a marketing thing.
Yeah. Like milk. Milk's not real. Got milk? No, none of us do. It's pretend. It's just water with dillweed in it. You'd think it'd be milkweed because of what it's called, but it's dillweed.
I did run out of milk today.
Oh, we have another email?
Yeah, one last one.
One last one?
It's a real fast one. This comes from DJ Betty. She wants to know, why do women shave their pubes?
Because guys complain. We're like, hey, can you get that shit out of my way?
Never had a guy complain. And if I did, I'd tell him, okay, we don't get to fuck now. Good job.
No, you got to say, get that shit out of my way. Get it out of here. Like a hotel manager.
That's why, because I don't think women really did that very much until like porn started existing, and then they probably just did that for porn so that you had a better view, and then everybody's like, oh, that's what you like, and that's why that happened. But really, it's not.
No, it's so uncomfortable.
The best.
Well, and like back when they didn't have high definition cameras, if you were to film a naked lady, it's not like you'd see her vulva or anything like that. You just see kind of a triangle. Yeah. So even if she was shaved, it'd be like, okay, there's something. And then you'd probably be like, how old is she? What are you doing here? What's
well, that's
going on?
the thing. I think part of why, I don't know. I think shaving it, like, you know, if not directly intended to make people think that you're younger, is like, you know, at least subconsciously connotes with like prepubescent body, you know?
Because you don't have pubic hair then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I
don't know, this is
I
gross to me.
like a little design. I like a little landing strip. I like a rake. A rake is fun because then you're like, what are you doing? You got some leaves? Come on, get a rake. Like a little horizontal lines, like a sunset, like Sunbeam. Remember that company? They had those horizontal lines, and then the thing right in the middle, and there was a sunset. I like
that's really
a
ornate.
Japanese flag. That's good. It's got the thing.
Just a circle.
Just is that all they
Yeah.
have?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I got it wrong. The Japanese sunrise or whatever. Starscream. I'm just gonna
Boy,
start
that's so much work.
devolving my anything I say.
Like neck cramps thinking about just all the
Oh,
work
man.
involved.
Yeah, no kidding.
All the work involved in what?
Shaving.
Those
Oh yeah, because you
Fine.
guys have to do this.
Yeah, and
Neck cramps, I get it.
you really gotta. There's a lot of angles.
Yeah.
It's tough.
You
You
gotta
gotta be
get
flexible.
like a stencil.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Painter's tape.
stencils.
Oh, interesting.
That's a good idea. Anyway,
It's an ordeal.
First
Cool.
landing.
I'm glad you helped us do what the. I'm glad you helped. He's got something on the TV. It's ridiculous. I'm glad you helped us figure that out, and it's been very nice chatting with you guys. I'm so happy to see your fucking faces.
Yeah. Seriously, right back at you guys.
Yeah, you look
We miss
good.
you.
You all look good. It's good to see
You
you
look
too.
good. Everyone looks great.
Beard. Look at this beard.
Oh, I know, the
Hold on.
beard's-
That's powerful.
The beard's great.
It's
Powerful.
it's like almost the size of the rest of your head. It's gonna be like you have another
Thank you.
head underneath your
I like it.
real
The
head.
underbeard down here.
Yeah.
I didn't know I liked it, but I do. It's so cool.
Nice.
So are you just gonna keep it going until you're tired of it?
Yeah.
Which is, I guess,
Hell
what
yeah.
people do with beards.
It's all right. It's pretty cool. It's kind of weird though. It kind of like it picks things up. So I have like, or
Like,
yeah,
it sucks whatever's around.
it absorbs smells even. So
Okay,
it's
like,
like
Wow.
it's getting really weird.
it's weird. I eat something and then I'm like, oh yeah, I smell. Why do I smell like chili? Oh, it's because I had chili 4 hours ago. So it's like, yeah, hygiene's important, I guess.
You ever stick like flowers or anything in it?
I haven't yet. I
That's a
haven't
good
done the
idea.
flower beard yet,
Good idea.
but
Other things though.
You could probably put a little bunny in there.
Yeah. A little beard bunny.
a beard bunny, yeah.
Yes. Oh, we have talked about having beard bunnies before.
Yeah, put them in there.
Yeah.
We don't want them to get lost.
Yeah. But
That's
when they're cold, cold though, we put them in there.
Oh. I
That's
love
great.
it.
Yeah. Maybe next time when we meet again, we'll see how long Tony's beard is. Because right now it's like, I don't know what the status is, what you would measure this as in one of those contests.
I'd say
Yeah.
you've got about 85% neck coverage, maybe.
Good way to do it. It's not wizardly yet, but it's
No,
more like
we're not at
mountain
Wizard.
man.
We're more like Unabomber.
Yeah, no, it's very Unabomber.
It's getting
Yeah.
there, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you measure it by just comparisons, I guess. I ain't no Duck Dynasty or anything.
Yeah, that's good. If you start wearing camo, we gotta talk.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
What's their saying? I was gonna say a saying of theirs, but I can't
No
remember.
idea. I actively pushed that out of my life. Like that's like my sister and her whole family. They like worship that whole thing. They're like, oh, we love the whole Duck Dynasty family, and that's just not
So
I'm
strange.
so sorry.
my. Yeah, no, it's fine. They're rich, and so they do different things than me. They're different.
Yeah.
That's the nice way to put it. It
They're
sucks
conservatives.
because yeah, it sucks because it's hardcore. They don't
Yeah.
see people who are so like inbreded. No, that's the wrong word. People who are so
Embroiled?
within what they're already doing.
Immersed.
That's what
Immersed.
Oh.
Thank you. People who are so inbreded in what they're already doing. They don't see anything wrong because all their information is coming from their point of view. So they don't see anything wrong with what they're doing, and they see everybody on the outside of their point of view as they're doing something wrong. So that's why like we don't talk anymore, is because she's like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? And I'm like, oh, you don't know what I think about that kind of stuff. So I can't even go around that anymore. So it's just hard for both of us. So we just kind of say, okay, you're over there, I'm over here. It's fine.
Yeah.
No animosity,
Yeah.
just kind of.
That's your sister?
Yeah. She's 30.
Oh.
No shit, she's 40. Wait, how old am I? She's
33.
39.
So you love her, but you don't really like her.
What's love? That's a hard thing to even do because it's like I grew up with all my family saying, well, you have to love your family. They're your family. But I don't agree with that. I don't love my mom and I don't love my dad. I barely might love my sister, but it's like it's not a thing that is that. You have to earn it. I don't respect
Right.
them. You farted.
I didn't fart.
Oh, there's two dogs right there too. Okay. There's also a fan blowing this way, and the dogs are over there. So if they, anyway.
That's an
Yeah.
idea I've seen going around a lot, though, is that like people are doing away with the obligatory family love. Because like if you come from a shitty family, an emotionally or physically abusive family, then you don't have to love them.
Yeah, I've never felt that toward them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is good.
Speaking of that, and the whole Duck Dynasty and the different
I keep
mentalities.
that dark.
Remember last
That's
time
right.
when you said you were? Do you remember that person we met, Shayla, the soccer mom with all the kids, Kaden and Thaden and Brayden and
I think you
Naden?
guys know her. I don't know who the fuck she was. But
I didn't meet her, but I heard her on the podcast.
Yeah, well, we met one of her kids yesterday at the beach, Kaden.
For real.
For real. This little boy Kaden came over because we were building sandcastles, and he's like sits down with our kids, and this is what he says. He says, boys are more important than girls because women were only born to bear sons and daughters. And all girls like to do is play with makeup, and men, we're more industrial. We hunt,
wow.
and we're lazy.
Jesus Christ.
He was like 9.
Oh man.
You should have seen our kids reacting. I have photos of the girls' face.
What?
They're like, at first, they're like, no. It's like, what'd you say? And then they're looking at me outraged, like, Mom, do something.
And you're like,
And-
how about you guys do something? Because I'm not legally allowed to, but you can fucking
Yeah.
knock him out if you want to.
Yeah,
No.
they're telling kinds of stuff. Actually, no, women don't always have children. And he's like, oh, yeah, sometimes they're grandmothers.
Oh man.
Oh, you should have. Oh,
Figure it out.
I
Those
hate
parents
little
suck.
kids, and I want to like retroactively go back and just fuck with little kids so bad, just because like if it were me and I was in like in your spot, I'd just watch and listen, and I'd want to just be like, oh dude, kid, come here, check out this handful of sand, and he'd be like, oh yeah, and I just throw it in his fucking eyes, and I'd be like, yeah, you're stupid. That's great.
Well, he told the girls they were building a castle, and he told them that he was gonna demolish it or demo it or something, and I was like, no, you're not, because if you do, detonate it is what he said, and I was like, if you detonate our castle, we'll send you back to your country over there, like his parents' blanket. And he's like, oh no, and I was like, you can stay here as long as you don't demolish our castle and break the things that we built, and you're nice. And he was like, okay. But anyway, yeah, we had quite the encounter with this little boy, and we did see the family. And
oh yeah, they looked exactly like we thought they were gonna look.
Yeah.
The parents.
White trash.
Very conservative. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a one way to put it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good on your kids for
white trash. That kind of white trash.
telling him what's what.
Yeah, it's so fun when adults will kind of stand up to children, and sometimes it's like a good situation, and sometimes it's just funny for me to sit back and watch, because sometimes not everybody is in tune with how everything works in that exact setting. So when you put Emma in a VR thing, and there's just anybody can get on there, there's kids that are saying the N-word, and there's kids that are like, they're called Hitler, and there's a kid saying the N-word, and Emma's like, that's a really ignorant word to be using. And I was like, oh, dude, don't even address it. They're going to fucking get you now. Oh, no. But it was fine. It was a really good room. They listened. Or no, we kicked them.
Yeah, one of the two.
But it was still really funny.
I blocked somebody.
It was really funny to watch, because I've been internet, online gaming and stuff like that and I've seen and heard the worst things, and you have to just go, okay. And you have to just there's a lot of that, and if you address any of it, usually they turn and look at you, and you become the person who's targeted right then. But that one worked out just fine. It was funny though.
I don't like that part of it.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we have to wrap up because we have a 2-hour limit on the screen cap thing, and I'm happy to see you guys. How are you?
What? I'm good.
He's good. How are you?
Great.
Good. How are you guys?
We're great.
We're good.
Awesome.
Happy to see you guys.
Cool. I'm excited to see you guys in person. I can't wait.
Seriously. Can't wait to see you guys. We miss you.
Miss you too.
Miss you too. All right.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
See ya. Sweet dreams.
Peace.
Oh, I thought I got him.
So close.
So close. Cool. Well, is there another Infinity Room show coming up?
There's
After
not one
Thursday?
Scheduled
Okay.
currently.
But go watch the stuff on there.
Yeah, those are up. You can check them out. And
every show that they've done, right?
Yeah. And keep checking back to the page for updates on construction. And they're... the next step currently is to move the kitchen equipment from the space into the Infinity Room. So the kitchen there will be open very soon, and you can start getting food from it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I just had their brunch burger yesterday, and also today, because it was very large, and it was 2 meals worth of food for me, and it was really good.
I had tofu for the first time ever.
That was your first time with tofu
first time
at
I've
all?
ever had tofu.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that was the first time I had tofu. I'm excited about the space and the everything that's happening there.
It's okay not to like tofu.
I hate tofu. It's fucking gross.
You know, the thing about...
It's like, here's some chicken nuggets, but they're not chicken. They're tofu nuggets. No, sure, it's a tofu nugget.
It's a nugget of tofu.
It is a nugget of tofu.
You know, the thing about tofu is it can be prepared so many different ways, and if you don't like it one way, you might like it another way. There are some ways that I hate tofu.
Okay.
But there are other ways that I really enjoy it.
There's still pretty much just a sauce delivery system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have kind of an issue with vegans and vegetarians and stuff like that, because, it doesn't affect me, but there's part of me that's like, why don't you just not fucking try to eat meat? Why don't you just not worry about it? If
Well,
you
it's
wanna,
a protein thing.
If you want to
or-
get away, well, can't you find other proteins? Or just
yeah,
not be
you
a
can,
vegetarian?
but it's just I don't know. It's like, so if you eat meat, you know, the meat is sort of a centerpiece in your dish, or like the, you know, if you're making like a stir fry with chicken or something, you know, if you build a good bite, it's got like a good piece of chicken, a few veggies, and some rice or noodle or whatever.
Right.
And so tofu or tempeh or
Paella? Oh wait, that's
no,
different.
it's different. Like tofu or tempeh or what's the other one? Seitan, stuff like that is a replacement for that part of the dish, and people like it.
Yeah, no, people like it. It's so much better if you just eat meat.
Well, they don't want to eat meat.
I know. It tastes better though. What do you think, Zach?
Well, I feel like there's nothing wrong with being a vegetarian. There's so many people that are really healthy and really like, you know, successful in whatever they do, that it's not a bad thing to do at all. And the worst things about eating meat would be not so much, you know, the killing of something. It's more like the agricultural downsides of massive farms on a big scale.
Oh yeah, for
that
sure.
fuck up the world and on a massive worldwide scale.
Yeah. So whether it's, I mean, some people are vegan or vegetarian for political reasons, some for health reasons, or whatever.
I just feel like eat whatever you want, just don't be a dick about it.
Totally.
Let people eat whatever
Yeah.
they want. And
You can find the Podchaost on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Stitcher, and more.
Well, if they're listening to this right now, then they've probably already found it, right?
Oh yeah, you might have found whichever way you got this. There's a lot of other ways to get it. I just wanted to get that on this. And cool, thanks.
I'm so hungry right now.